Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. Welcome back for episode 6 of our Medieval Dynasty Season 2. This is a quick restart. We only got about 3 minutes into the last stream. Apparently I was having some bitrate issues, so I reset everything, and it says that we're in an excellent connection setting now, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, our plan for today is to get a temporary piggy shelter set up, because we want to do a different order of the animal buildings, and we don't have some of them unlocked yet, so we're going to put up a temporary shelter across from where we originally planned. We're going to try to get 2 pigs, and we're going to try to get a male farmer to pair with the female farmer, so that we can put her with the pigs and put him on the field, so we don't have to worry about the field lacking during pregnancy. We're also going to try to get the stuff that we need for spring for the field. I think we're going to take half of the second field and actually make it oats instead of all of it flax. That way we can get some animal feed rolling for the pigs. So those are our main plans for today. We'll see how it shakes out. But if you learn anything useful or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, let's go ahead and load back in. Alrighty, here we are back in. It looks like our bit rate's plummeting again. I don't know what's going on, guys. I restarted everything. Let's see. The audio stream's bit rate is lower. Oh, did it? Oh man, did it change settings on me again? Hang on, I'm futzing with settings. There we go. For some reason, OBS likes to change my settings sometimes for no apparent reason. But I am hoping that that should be a little bit better. Can you hear me, Stesso? Is everything going groovy now? Perfect. Alright, yeah, it's still telling me that my audio stream's bitrate is low, but as long as everything's working the way that it's supposed to, I'm just going to ignore it for now. Let me know if any more problems arise, if you would, and we will see what we need to do to fix it. I do appreciate the heads up, though, that I would have been very upset to get through a 2-hour stream and find out that nothing was actually working right. I am very appreciative for that. Now, we do have some really good news today. We have officially hit 100 subscribers. That is much further than I ever expected to get when I started this channel. I know that my speech patterns and thought patterns are not for everybody, and I honestly figured that I would have a small audience, and I am kind of surprised at the size that it actually is getting to be. So I want to thank you all very much from the depths of my heart for the support that you guys have shown. I know in the grand scheme of things, in life, the universe, and everything, 100 subscribers really doesn't mean beans, but to me it means quite a lot, guys. That is way bigger than I ever figured we would get. So I am very appreciative, and I love you all very much. I forgot sticks. Thank you, Stesso. I'm super excited for that. That's fantastic. It is beyond my wildest hopes, and that makes me very happy. I forgot the sticks. I always forget something. We know that... Yes, I did. I actually picked it up, because it does look quite interesting. It looks like it's... it looks like a mix between, like you said, Waterworld and like Rust, but without the PvP. And that is the only thing that I really think Rust was lacking in, is that it had PvP for those of us that don't care for PvP, or at least competitive PvP. I'm actually quite excited to try to play that at some point in the future. Currently, it's not something I really have time for, but I did pick it up. Because I actually am behind a little bit again. Some real-life things came up today, and I was not able to cut yesterday's episode just yet, so I will try to do that either tonight or early tomorrow morning. We'll see how that works out. But, so we might end up with 2 of the cut episodes dropping again tomorrow like it did earlier this week. Sometimes life has a way of kicking you in the junk. But we will persevere, we always do. Sticks. That's what I needed. We only have 4 sticks. That is not enough sticks. So we're also going to need sticks for the fence. And I know we still haven't finished the fence out by Donkey's pasture, but seeing as Donkey spends most of his time with us, I'm not particularly worried about that. But yeah, I did pick up Sunken Land. I actually have a couple of friends that were interested in it as well. I don't know if they'll be playing with me or not, but we shall see. So I know I do have a standing date during the day with one of my friends to play Baldur's Gate, so... And at some point, I'm going to try to make a video on how to make your own 4-person party in Baldur's Gate solo. Because generally speaking, you have to have three other friends with the game that are willing to allow you to make the perfect characters that you want, and then not play that game with you in order to make a full party of 4. But I found a way, and I did it myself, to make a fully customized party of 4 by yourself. It is a little wonky, and it does require a little bit of computer knowledge, which is why I was going to do a video on it so that I could walk people through it step by step. But that way you can make your version of a perfect party. And I say your version because there is no perfect party. Everything is going to be based on player preference and play style. So at least this way, though, you have the option. So I know some of the min-maxing races versus classes is not available with what they give you, and with the mercenaries you're kind of at the mercy of RNG. So this allows you to make 4 custom characters to play, and the most recent patch actually allows you to sub them out of your party if you need to, so you're not even restricted into losing the storylines of the pre-built characters. So now that you can sub out PCs, you can still actually see the storylines, which is kind of cool. But I will try to work on a video of that. It's probably going to be this weekend before I get to it, just because life. But that's definitely going to be a thing. There we go. So we've got our pigsty up. Let's go ahead and get our gate and fencing done, because I don't want pigs everywhere. So for this one, we are going to put the gate there-ish. And we're going to run it... Oh, man. Oh, man. It's not going to let me do it just the way I wanted, but that's alright. Okay, and we'll go east. And north. And west. and then bring it back in. There we go. Yeah, I didn't get nearly enough sticks for this, but that's alright. It's a start. Alright, so let's get this guy finished off, and then at least we have a spot for the pigs. We're going to go on a sale run and try to get enough money to purchase said pigs. I'm hoping to get 2 adults. Honestly, I would settle for an adult and a baby if that's what it takes, because we're going to have to buy some of our first animal feed as well in order to get them up and running and actually producing manure. I know they're going to produce manure whether they have food or not in their inside the actual building, but I would like for them to be actually producing manure that goes into storage and not just what's on their floor, because I don't think the floor is going to give quite enough for what we actually need. But this way we won't have to buy manure for the fields anymore, or fertilizer for the fields anymore. We'll be able to make it ourselves, and that is going to save us a lot of time and money. I was actually surprised with that game that you recommended, Stesso, because it's still early access, but it actually has pretty solid reviews. A lot of the early access games lately have been coming out with the mixed reviews, so I'm kind of surprised that it has good ones. I'm actually excited to see what it's like. I will probably, if I have any spare time this weekend, check it out. But from the little clips that they play on Steam and its description and the reviews, I think I did pick it up. I think it's going to be something interesting. Alright, so this will keep the pigs out of our field and hopefully out of the surrounding wilderness so they don't get offed by wolves or something crazy like that. I don't think they'll wander enough to catch aggro, but you never know. And I know that wolves will target your mount, so I'm sure they will target your farm animals if they are able to get close enough. I haven't had it become an issue, but I also use fences regularly, so I don't know. I figure better safe than sorry, and besides, it doesn't look half bad. Yeah, it does. It looks fun and challenging. And I like the customization for the building and whatnot. I like that there's firearms in it. And the farming and the platforms for your bases. It just looks interesting. And pirates that try to attack your stuff. It looks like a slightly cleaner version of Subsistence with a water world theme instead of a normal world theme. And it looks fun. Okay, I think that'll do. It's not a bad little pen. It's not huge, but the pigs really don't need a big one. It's probably bigger than the pigs actually need, because we don't have to interact with the pigs themselves at all. So, that's alright. Looks like one of our traps triggered? No. I did not put down a new rabbit trap, is what it's telling me. And we still don't have... we need 2 more sticks. So let's go ahead and work on getting a trap up. We'll let her finish what she's doing with the field. I'm assuming that she's got enough in the way of hose. If not, that's something that we can easily fix. Should probably look and see. That way we're not halfway across the map when we find out that she is out. There we are. So let's check on that since it's still a little dark for running to the other villages. So let's see if we go down to wooden hose. Nope, she's out of hose. So let's just make a handful. Make like 5 of them. I think we're gonna need more sticks to make 5. Oh yeah. We went from having hundreds of sticks to not having nearly enough. I kind of am kicking myself for making this 250 spoons. So that would have been 250 sticks that we had to screw around with. But it is what it is. It's already done. No sense crying over created spoons, I suppose. I wouldn't mind making a couple of extra knives as well, because I'm worried that we're not going to have enough money to do everything that I want to do on a trip to town. Because we also need to remember to keep back enough for taxes. That's going to be a thing. And while our taxes aren't astronomical yet, they're not going to be cheap because we have been building at a fairly alarming pace. Much faster than we did in our Season 1. We have quite a bit more up for the end of the first year than we did in our first season. So I'm very happy with how we've come with that. I'm actually really liking the way that this is shaping up. It's a little more cramped than I was hoping for, but I think that's actually going to work out in our favor because we're going to have less room to have to run back and forth for materials to craft them into things, which is going to save us time in the long run and make everything just a little bit more quality of life friendly. Alright, so that should give us enough to make some hose for her. Doo-doo-doo. Excellent. I really want to chop some extra trees as well, but I don't want to have more stumps still laying around. So I think if we're just patient and wait for him to get back to work, that it won't be an issue. Because we did take quite a few of his last batch and made vials out of them. So he will start producing them fairly quickly if we just leave him to his own devices. And he did still have a bunch of axes in there. Oh, is she trying to get to work already? No, or she'd be out there throwing fertilizer. So she's not quite ready for work. Now, as much as I would like to set up a little campfire with seating like we did last time, I want it to be out over this way once we have the houses up. That's the main reason I haven't set up any central area for them yet. It makes it... Honestly, it works with making the place look more lived in when they use those, but the main reason for it is that you can tell when they're actually to work and when they're just standing around, because it gives them a place to congregate. So you can run by and see if there's a bunch of people there, they're not at work. If there's nobody there and the sun's up, they're at work. So it makes life a little bit easier that way. Okay, and we do still have quite a bit of extra stone, which is fine. We're going to need it for building here soonish. Now we did upgrade our... Who's it, didn't we? We did. We did. So let's look at our tech and see what buildings we do have available for upgrade. Ooh. Oh, right. These are all the building stuff. So our resource storage 2, we are just shy of resource storage 2. We need to do just a hair more building. So it might actually, and then after that is the house tier 3, which we actually want. So I think what we might do is put up an extra house. Or at least get started on it. So let's see, we'll take 12 of these. We're not going to have nearly enough sticks, because I keep using sticks for everything right now. We'll take that, and we'll take some straw. I think 48's probably enough. Because remember, we're not building stone houses with these that we just plan to tear back down. So we're just going to start out with the basic housing just to give our people a place to live in these temporary houses until we get the houses up that we actually want. So let's go ahead and do our houses. House tier 2. I want it more or less even with this guy, so let's see if we can't get Looks like... I really wish you guys would move so I could see better, but whatever. Alright, that's close enough. And we're not going to get it done by any means right away, and that's fine. I just wanted to get it started, at least. I think 48 was actually right. Somebody want to write that on the calendar? Psych was right. Alright, now it's all about sticks and some more logs, but let's see... We have everything on him, I think. Yeah. Did you guys go to work? It looked like they scarpered off. If they went to work, then we're good to go and get started. They did. They went to work. So let's go and get started and worry about finishing off that house later. So we don't actually need it for a male farmer, so it's not a huge deal. Let's take all the stuff that we plan on selling, so it's on us rather than Donkey, which will slow him down less. Oh, poop. We need to eat. I should have brought more food, but that's okay. We're not going to be gone super long. Now, I believe the piggies are in the far northwest corner. I can't remember the name of the town offhand. It's like Lesnica or something like that. Rolnica. I am terrible with the town names. I know where they are, but I don't know what they are. Except for like Barrow, because the name's silly, so it makes me remember it. Keep an eye out for wolves through here. I think we should be safe now. There's a bunch of rocks out here. There's a bunch of rocks out here. Look at this. That's nuts. Huh. I seriously feel like... I know the rocks are easier to see in winter because you have the dark gray edges with the white on top, so with the white on the bottom as well, it really makes them pop. But I seriously feel like there are more rocks that spawn in winter than there are in the other seasons. That might just be me being weird, but I feel like that's a thing. We're a little bit early for these guys. They're still doing that weird walk that they do where he's going to go get in bed and then immediately get back up. Because the village wasn't loaded in. Yeah, there he is. Now we should be able to talk to him. Perfect. So let's come on down. What? No. Oh, he doesn't have any money. Oh, this might be a problem. Okay, so I don't think we can get animal feed from him. Oh, we can. So let's only buy like 20. I don't want to go nuts on... Oh, we can't even afford 20. So let's buy like 19. And then we will sell him some of our junk. Okay. And then we do want to get some oats. We want at least 50 oat grain. Okay. And then we can sell him some more knives. Perfect. Oh. He's still got some money. So let's see what we can get out of him with feathers. Good enough. We left him with 20 cents. Alright. Now I would like to buy pigs, but I'm afraid they might be too expensive with what we have now that we're looking at it. How much are you guys? Yeah, they're 1950. And we've got like 400, so we need to get some more money out of these guys. She's broke. I'm afraid that everybody in this village is broke, and we're going to have to go to the next village over and then come back. So I think we already cleaned this village out. I'll just follow you into the house with the donkey. I don't care.
Whatever you need.
Yeah, we already cleaned these guys out. So we're going to have to go to the next town over and work them over and then come back for our piggies. But I want to not have to buy fertilizer because that crap gets expensive. Kind of like the animal feed. That's the reason we bought the oats. We spent more on 19 animal feed than we did 50 oats, which is half of the equation to making making 50 animal feed. So, like, it's far more expensive than its constituent parts. The only reason that we bought any is just to get it off the ground while we grow the oats to make... Because I had originally planned on selling our rye, and I don't think that we're going to. I think we're going to hold on to that so that as soon as the oats are done, we've got animal feed. But the biggest cost for farming is the fertilizer. And the easiest way to get fertilizer is by running pigs. So, and to run pigs is expensive because of animal feed. So if you can grow a little bit of animal feed, and it doesn't take that much. We learned last time that a field of 30, I think we had, was actually... I keep getting off of him even though I can't move. But I think the field of 30 that we had last time gave us plenty enough to feed our pigs and then some, to where we were actually overproducing. So that should, if we do half of a field, 50 instead, we should only have to stagger it like every couple of years to make more. At least that's the plan. We'll see how it shakes out in practice. Okay, I was able to sell all of the shoes, most of the knives. Okay. Now you should have another vendor here. I don't remember what it is. I think it's a hunter. And I think it's back here. I could be wrong though. I'm not seeing a hunter. I might be at the wrong village. I know that every village has at least 2 though. I just need to figure out what their second one is. No, it is a hunter. It's over there. I was just in the wrong spot, so... Oh good, he's got money. So let's offload our feathers and that. We can sell off this carrot seed and these... Whoops. I just sold something I didn't mean to. I don't know what it was. It was the bronze axe. You know what? That's fine. I'm not going to worry about buying that back. Stone knives. And wooden vials. Okay, so we're up to 2 grand, which is enough for 1 pig.
Take care.
I don't know that we're going to be able to get enough money for 2 pigs. Let's go ahead and head to Branica and see what happens. We can always make some more knives along the way. Definitely won't hurt. We know there's a crap ton of rocks back there. Oh, and here. Let's do that. Let's take some of these rocks here. And, because it looks like the animals nearby are foxes and lynxes, so we should be safe to wander and gather. Shouldn't have to worry about looking around for wolves or anything. So we're going to snag a bunch of these rocks and try to get some extra knives. I don't know that we're going to get 2 grand worth of knives to get the other pig, but we're going to try. We do still have all those vials to sell, so that's also a benefit. Two stones and 5 sticks. That's why the sticks have become like gold right now. And we could change our log person over to get some sticks as well, but eventually we're going to need more logs than sticks, because once we get our largest version of the house, we're going to be building them out of stones. So I don't want to up stick production too much, because we're going to be up to our eyeballs in it if we're not careful. And while we could make spoons and ladles out of them, there are more beneficial things to make than that. Even if we just made vials to sell out of the excess logs, it would be worth more than the sticks would be. So, for now, we're just not going to worry about it. Also, any logs that we have to chop down are going to get us additional sticks as well. So, that's a thing. Let's go ahead and make 12 of these. So that's at least going to give us a chunk of change. And that actually took all of our stones. We still have sticks left. Did I get... Oh, hello. Aww. I wasn't quick enough. I was hoping that we could nail that eagle for some feathers to sell as well. So that would have been a pretty sweet gig. Doop, 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 doop. I know this part's a little tedious, but we need that money for those pigs. And I really want to get the pigs. I had intended to get the pigs yesterday, but we didn't quite make it. Our money didn't take us as far as I was expecting. But that's alright. We'll make up for it. We don't have quite the infrastructure set up that we did in Season 1, so I need to curb my enthusiasm about money, because it is not going to be coming in as fast as I'm used to. So things that I'm expecting to be able to do are not quite possible yet. We will get there. It's just not a now kind of a thing. Alright, well there's another 5. So let's go ahead and sell these off and see if we can't go back and get some piggies. Ta-da! Yeah, I hear you. At least you're not as loud as the damn horse. That's something I'm not super looking forward to. The horse is worth having. It's faster, it carries almost as much, and it does save a lot of time and effort, but it is one noisy beast. And the donkey makes noises, but he makes far more noise when you're on him than he does when he's just standing there. He doesn't scream in your ear like the horse does. I don't know if it's the frequency of the horse noises or the pitch, but something about it just sets my teeth on edge. Unfortunately, you just kind of have to deal with it, because it is a necessary tool for sure to get much done. But it doesn't mean I have to be happy about the noises it makes. Okay, so let's see what else we got going on up here. There's some pigeons. Alrighty, so they've got a tailor as well here. That's good to know.
You're welcome, stranger. Best goods in the valley.
So let's see, we can actually make 5 more knives as well if we can get away with selling them. Wow. Alright, well, that sucks. We are almost out of materials to sell already. Do you guys have a male farmer? We do still need one of those. Right. For some reason, the tabs don't stay up when you're on a mount. There's a hunter and an extractor, which would be really nice, but not a farmer. Hey-o.
Whatever you need.
Alright, so let's drop him the rest of these vials, which is not even going to come close to cleaning him out. I think we've pretty much sold everything else that we're willing to, so we need to keep that oat grain. Let's make the rest of these knives and see how much more we can milk out of this guy. I'm hoping that'll give us enough for the pigs. Money's going to be a little bit tight for taxes at the beginning of the next year, but we will make do. We did just get another level in production, or in crafting, it looks like. There's another 140. So we're at 3,800. How much were... I think they were 2,900, which means we're not quite there. So let's see... Oh. Well, that was some stones at least. I would like to be able to clean him out the rest of the way. I think that'll give us enough for the pigs. The taxes are going to be the hard part, but I don't think we're dealing with thousands in taxes yet. I think we're only dealing with a couple hundred. We really need to work on getting our setup out by the cave done up as well, because that'll give us access to copper, which, as much as I would love to sell copper knives for money, they are worth quite a bit. I'm more excited about having them as tools so that we don't keep blitzing through all of the stone tools so quickly. Although we are almost to bronze, so that would be kind of a sweet deal too. Alright, I don't know if 12's enough to finish him off or not. What does she mean she's out of materials? We did put those hose in, didn't we? Oh, it was a technology level that we got. Okay. So that unlocked the smithy tier 2. Speaking of bronze, we are now capable of bronze. We will have to buy the recipes, but I am really tempted to buy the bronze scythe recipe just to harvest the oats, or the rye, next season. Because I need that scythe. I really need that scythe. So let's see, we have 12 stone knives. Right. We were looking for the farm to see what was up with her. Farming. The hell tools are you... No. No. You had hose and bags. What the hell? Oh, no, that's actually still over here. Okay, so simple bags. She's got 5 simple bags. Did she seriously go through all of those? Did I not put them in storage? Oh my god. Yeah. So that one's on me. That's the second time I've done that. Not this season, but I did it once last season too. Right, where'd Woodcutter Boy go?
How can I help? Whatever you need, I've got it.
Well, that gives us a little over 4,000, so it's not really going to leave us much in the way for taxes, which are a little less than 300. We can easily make that. Technical difficulties, right? I guess my brain could be considered technical. Because sometimes it just says, nah. Alright, so let's... Nope, psych. As much as I would love to drop those off, I want to go get the pigs first. Also, we never found our male farmer. So we're going to have to make a run for those as well. Yeah, the horse is significantly faster than the donkey. Although the donkey is significantly faster than walking, so I really can't complain. So, I mean, his base speed is pretty much our sprint speed, and he's got more stamina than we do, so he can sprint for far longer. Let's grab these rocks while we're here. And possibly some feathers off these birds. So I know the towns over here don't have anything to... They don't have any money to buy from us anymore. We already cleaned them out. But the other villages that we're going to have to visit to find a farmer do have money. And that will give us enough to potentially pay our taxes. Did I get the treasure there? This one over here? No. The treasure where? Well, remember, some of those are random. They're not always in the same spots every game. And they're not always in the same spots during seasons either. A shovel. It might be on the other island, the one that's closer to our home. But I know, like, there's a rock that has some coins underneath it if you pick up the stones that are piled. But it's not always there. It just has a chance to spawn. So I'm wondering if this is kind of the same thing. But I don't know. We'll check the other island when we go home. Because it's, like, right across from where we live. Rock collection is so tedious. Okay, we're almost to the point where we can't move anymore. I should probably craft some of these. We're also going to have to actually get on it because I need to get home and get food before we start to starve. Can't believe I missed one. Our main goal today, though, is just to get the pigs up and running and get our taxes ready to go. We already got the oats that I wanted to get, so we're in good shape there. There's so many rocks on this island, it's insane. I think we might actually be just about out of sticks at this point. Now, I remember in our first season we had issues where if you shot a bird and you looked away to where it was completely off camera, it would it would disappear on you when you look back. So I try to, if I'm going to pop a bird, I want to make sure to keep it on camera as much as possible until we snag it. But those extra feathers will be extra money. Yeah, I think at this point we're down sticks now. Okay, so if we run back with what we've got... Is that an animal? Oh, that's an eagle. Yeah, I'm not going to run all the way over there just for a couple of feathers. So we should be able to get a drink as we cross here. I'm hoping that we have enough for both of the pigs. I think we do. I think it was like 2,900. We might not have enough then. So I think we're just over 4 grand. Yeesh. Well, we could always get one and then a piglet. As long as we make sure to get the opposite genders. As even if we can't get both fields covered, anything that we get covered is better than nothing. Also, our food will stretch further. But we are going to need at least one pig for sure, like adult pig. So let's buy the male. So he's 1950, yeah. Well, no, that's... If he's 1950, then we are good. So let's go ahead and buy a female then, and we will let them breed for us. Alright. So we only have 275 coins left. Our taxes are already slightly more than that. But we also have the extra knives that we crafted. And some stones. So I believe the next one is not headstone or headstrong. It's strong as an oak for extra health. Yep. So we're almost capped out. We only have 2 levels left for survival. So we'll put 2 more points into strong as an oak, and I think we'll have 1 extra point because one of the levels gives you 2 points, and that will give us our 2nd point in insensitive. And at that point, we will be done with this particular section of the build. Let's see if anybody different is here from our last stop. That's a farmer, but I think it's a female. Yep, you are a female. And the males are terrible at farming. Okay, and our current farmer's female, so that's not going to help us. So we need to head... Let's swing by Denica and see what's going on down there. And we can stop by the house along the way to drop off the animal feed and the... get the seeds and hose put away that I completely forgot to. And we can check that other island that Stessa was talking about, because we were on this island a minute ago, and I know... So I know there's this island here, but I thought there was another one up in here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just crazy. So I know there's... Yeah, there's one there. Alright, apparently I'm just nuts. It's fine. Whee! But at least we got our oats, and we've got... Yeah, we still need that male farmer, though. I really want males on the field, just so we don't have to worry about our field slipping while we're dealing with pregnancies. I would like to buy another bow, but we're already running into money issues, so that's going to be a thing. So it is almost the end of winter, which is unfortunate. I had hoped to have all of this in place before that happened, but it is what it is. Can we make it? No, we can't. I think sticks are the problem again. So we're just going to drop these rocks off in here and everything else in here. Boop. And then those hoes for her to begin work in the morning. The stone knives we're going to take with us for sale. But we do need to get some food. And we can probably reset the traps. So let's take some of this 75. We'll take all of it. And then we'll put our meat in here to cook later. I don't want to worry about it right this moment. And then that limestone that we picked up from the mining in the other village, there's no point in carrying it around. So we'll put it in storage as well. Okay. No, not build. There we are. Apparently we were taking health damage at some point. Odd. Is it a temperature thing? No, it's not a temperature thing. I don't know why we were taking health damage. I really don't. Wow, they immediately ate 3% of that food. That's insane. But at least they'll start producing poop for us. So let's go ahead and check out Danica, see if we can get there before midnight, because the hobos will still treat with us even after everybody else is in bed. Let's go ahead and quick save. Well, she got a little bit done before she ran out of hose. There's a bunch of rocks through here, too. See, I don't think there were this many rocks during the summer. I seriously feel like there are more rocks that spawn in winter. I could be wrong on that, but it just seems that way. Maybe they're just more visible? I know they're more visible, but maybe that's what it is. Oh, shoot. I hope I didn't drift too far. We're gonna have to deal with wolves if I did. Before I noticed my oopsie. No, I think we're alright. Yeah, we're fine. We caught it before the mountain. And we might have to go over the mountain pass anyway if there's no male farmer here. Well, there's a male. Please be a farmer. Nope. We could hire him on anyway, but he's only a 2. And I would much rather have a 3. So let's see what's in Lesnica, and if we can't find something better, we might have to come back and settle for him. Am I not where I think we are? Where's the mountain pass? I feel like I'm losing my mind. So I could have sworn there was a clean mountain pass. Oh, here it is. Weird. I guess just go with it. That is a bandit camp, isn't it? No? No bandits. No wolves either. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Do you have a really nice bow laying around? I got an iron axe. That makes up for the bronze one that I accidentally sold. That's a jackpot right there. Alright, well. Some dried meat. Alright. Good enough. I don't know where those wolves were. There's usually 2 wolves there. So I don't think we've been this way yet, this game. Well, we were in the very, very first season, but they should have respawned by now. I don't even think we killed them. I think we avoided them, because we didn't have the bow yet. I don't know, maybe that camp spawn made them disappear. Alright, let's see if we can get up here before midnight. Hopefully we get somebody a little better. There's only 1 male. Are you kidding me? He also has a 2 in farming. 2 producers up here. That, you know what? Her name is so bizarre, though. But she has decent stats. She's got the hunting, or not hunting, she's got farming and survival, I guess. This one's got production, or extraction. But she's got the rest as 2s, which is really nice. We might just have to take this guy, even though he's got 2 other 3s. We'll take him for now.
How can I help?
And he might wind up moving somewhere. Or he'll just produce a really good kid. That's possible, too. Yeah, let's go ahead and take him. We gotta take somebody, so let's put him in with, what's-her-face? And he's just gonna be a slightly subpar farmer in the beginning, but he will get better over time. So let's put him in the farm shed. And then we're gonna put his live-in housemate in the pig sty. Excellent. Alright, so that'll get us taken care of there. He's not going to be super happy, but at least he'll go up fairly quick working there. I'm hoping, because the extraction and the production will probably be better bets for him. So I'm really hoping that we can find another male farmer soon enough to swap him out, but I highly doubt it. I think they're going to be paired before we can do anything about it. But he's got 2 3s, and he'll probably have a 3 in farming by the time he has a kid. So at least their kid will start out with a 3 in farming between the two of them. And it'll have decent stats in the other slots. So it'll give us some more wiggle room with the kid as to where we can place it once it's an adult. But I am already planning that the females are going to be mostly useless for the first 6 years of gameplay. Just because they're going to have kids and be out for 2 years, and then have kids again and be out for 2 more years. So... And last season, we had a veritable explosion of children to where more than half of our village was out or a child. So we're going to try to avoid that this time around. That way we don't lose all of our good labor to children. I'm hoping to have more, I want the people, the females to be in jobs hopefully more like production, which is unfortunately not going to work with good pairings for better children. But, the kids are coming, the kids are coming. You're not wrong. I think we were up to almost 20 children in our Season 1 that were just running around the village like heathens. It was absolutely awful. But I would like for them to be in production roles because we have the production time turned down. That's not really a big deal for us to cover. Whereas the gathering roles I'm hoping to keep mostly to males, just so that we don't have to worry about it. At least 1 male and 1 female. That way we only have our gathering instead of losing it. Because we did have that problem in the kitchens where most of the people in the kitchens were female. So we basically lost a lot of our food production. And I would rather lose money making than food. I would really rather not lose either, but I would rather lose money making than food. Oh my. So we don't have a very good diplomacy skill. And the last time that I just chose to deliver a speech... Yeah, the last time I chose to deliver a speech, we had a reduced production for a season. And we could get increased production for a season, but we don't have the diplomacy level for it. So we're just going to leave it be. That way we don't lose anything. And that was, unfortunately, a little bit of player knowledge versus character knowledge, but it is what it is. Okay, so we're going to owe taxes, and we do have our first challenge up. Yep, looks that way. So we need to... Now, last time our first challenge was to get them 5,000 coins. I'm really hoping that we don't have that challenge again, because 5,000 coins is really going to put a damper on us. But we will do what we have to. We do still have a lot of stuff that we can sell. So let's go ahead and handle that. I do want to put these oats in here for now, so that I don't accidentally do something stupid with them. And we need to change our fields over. So we're going to change field 1 to... You know what? It's already... Well... So let's do half oat on field 1. I believe that's 5 by... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Half to flax. Yep. And then flax. Fantastic. Alright, we will help them with that here soonly. It's probably in our best interest to harvest that rye ourselves. As much as I really don't want to sit out there with the sickle. Are there no stone sickles available? It would be ideal that there's no stone sickles available. Are you buffering against SO? I'm not sure if that's what that means or not. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to get this started and see if he carries on with his job in the interim. So we can go to the forge here and make ourselves our stone sickles. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. So let's start with the copper one. Just because it's the odd one out. But we'll try to get this rye done. I was originally going to sell it, but I think we are going to work on just using it for animal feed. That was interesting. Still can't believe that they demolished half of our field of rye because I told them to plant flax come spring, and they decided that the rye was in the way, so they destroyed half of the field. That really sucks. So definitely, going forward for everybody, make sure that you don't change what you have them doing in a field before the season is appropriate for it, or they won't harvest it, they'll just destroy it. Alright, so our pigs are doing good, and they've got somebody there to watch over them. Now one would think that if they didn't have the tools available to harvest, that they would be... Oh, he is! Okay. Yeah, I don't know on that one, buddy, because everything was still showing green on my end. I don't know if that was on your end, or if YouTube's just lying to me and saying that everything's fine when it's not. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. You reloaded and it works again? Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Maybe it's just Thursday? Maybe some of the big streamers are doing something, so there's a crap ton of people on the platform. I don't know. I know our audience is much smaller than normal tonight, so I'm assuming that the big streamers are doing something. So that's generally what I assume when everybody's not around. Thursdays are usually pretty slow anyway. I'm just excited that we hit 100 subs. That is fantastic. I never expected to get to 100 subscribers. Oh, Starfield's kicking off. I bet everybody and their brother's watching, either playing that or watching people playing that. That's probably what's going on. I am super interested in Starfield. I absolutely adore space games, but I am worried with the way AAA titles have been coming out lately that it's not going to be great straight out the gates. So I'm kind of waiting to see how good and or bad it is before... Oh, streamer keys. Oh yeah, the early release stuff. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna wait on Starfield and see how bad release is before I get excited for it. Because I have seen a lot of AAA games lately that are just kind of blah on release. And I don't want to fall into that trap. So let's take some rye grain. And we'll put these in there too, the straw for now. And I forgot that our flax seeds were still in the barn, so they're not going to be able to plant the flax just yet, so we're going to go over here and put it in here. So that should be enough for them to cover what we've got out there. So now, what do we have for logs? We've got enough logs we could finish that other house. In case we find other viable peoples. Hey, donkey. Okay, so let's take like half the logs, or close to, and we will go and finish off that other house that we had built, or that we had started. So I think the only thing that was left was logs, wasn't it? Or was it sticks? Shit, it might have been sticks. No, I think it's logs. Maybe it's logs and sticks. It's logs and sticks. Okay, let's, I think that's all the logs. I think everything else is sticks here. So we're going to take the rest of these logs back over to, the wood station. We're going to turn them into planks, because we only took about half of our logs. And then we're going to turn those planks into, vials to sell as well, along with the knives that we have, in the starter village to try to get up enough money for our taxes. That is the plan. We're also going to have to take an eye towards firewood. So I think we made enough for the year at the beginning of summer, which means we're going to need... Well, and we did add houses since then, so we're going to have to make more in the interim. Did I run the wrong way? I ran the wrong way. So let's make a bunch of vials. Yeah, I'm betting though that the Starfield, I think you're right on that. I think Starfield's probably blowing up YouTube right now. Alright, so let's head over to the starting village and see if we can't find some other people for ourselves. Although, you know what, let's finish this last house. I want to move the guy that we currently have in our field before he bonds with that farmer. Because I think he's going to be better used as a gatherer. So we just need sticks. Did a lot of our twigs not regrow? It looks like a lot of our twigs didn't regrow. Wow, he's actually out here chopping a tree. That almost never happens. What we have here? Rot. It's not actually bad. It's not ideal, but it's not bad. And a torch. And a copper spear. I do like tools I don't have to craft. That does make me happy. I wouldn't mind collecting some berries to make rod out of as well, although we do have the piggies now. But the first season or two is going to be rough while the pigs get up to mass, so to speak. So I know these are unripe, but if we're just going to turn them into rot anyway, it doesn't really hurt anything. And I'm not going to pick all of the bushes. That's going to take too long. So we do need to... I know, but you're faster than walking, buddy. Poor donkey. I think when we get ready to buy a horse, that we will do a, let the viewers name the horse. I think that'll be fun. Because it has been brought to my attention that you can actually name the animals. Well, there's our next resource storage. We didn't quite get enough sticks. I don't know that 20 is going to be enough. Let's get a little bit more. Alright, we'll try 25. Worst case scenario, we just have to go out and grab a couple more. Oh, there's one there too. Oh! I was going too fast. Okay. Oh, we did still need a couple, or one log it looks like. But we had exactly enough sticks. I think we're one stick over. I did it again. Okay, so we'll get into storage, we'll grab one more log, we'll get that house done so we can move the farmer out. The guy that we currently have farming out, and then we can see about finding a real male farmer instead. And then we'll probably put him either in gathering stones or in gathering, in with the wood gathering. I'm not sure that the wood gatherer can have 2 people just yet. I think we might have to upgrade it to tier 2 first. So let's go into here, and we had, you're a farmer right now, but we're going to move you into the other simple house. Yes. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about them accidentally mating up. So let's head to the starter area, see what the King's Herald wants. Hopefully it's a hunting mission. Although maybe not, because bear will suck. Well, it was wolves or bear last time, so we were able to do it mostly with wolves, so that's not going to be a huge deal. I did see that cart, but it looked like it was wheat, so I wasn't going to worry about it. This one we might, though. Mostly firewood, huh? Is that a stone knife or is that an iron knife? That's the stone knife. There's some leather. Bunch of firewood. I'm not going to grab the firewood, but we will take the wicker crate for sale. So there's that other island. We'll check it out on the way back. So we do still need to buy a regular bow, kill a Wincent, and a bear. I want to get us into at least bronze before we try to tackle a bear, though. There are a lot of carts along this road. Really makes me nervous. Potion of night vision. I wonder if that makes night look like day, because if it does, that might actually be worth purchasing. So I still don't think that we're going to work with a herbalist right away. If at all. Because we found out that most of the potions that we cared about could be purchased for relatively cheap. And that labor was better applied towards making us money, because we would make more money than it cost us to just buy the potions we were consuming, because we so rarely consume potions. But that might change a little bit with the, depending on how that night vision potion works. I don't think we're going to sell that one right away. We'll keep a hold of it and try it out next nighttime, and see how it works out. Ooh, wine. That sells for a lot. Rye bread's no joke either. I can't believe we've had all these carts and no bandits. I'm a little worried. We haven't had bandits for a couple seasons now, which is kind of spooky. So the last time that happened, they came out full force the next season. So I remember we didn't see bandits for like 3 or 4 seasons, and then we went up into the mountains, and there was a massive camp of like 5 of them. Another one. That one's wheat. We're not even going to stop. Looks like we have 3 hobos here, so that's something. 1 male. Please be a farmer, dude. Son of a... He's another producer. So she's a producer... She's nothing. I would really like to get an excavator female for the guy that we currently have. I think that's going to be the better bet there. Where is our trumpet guy? He's usually in the inn.
Hello. Whatever you need, I've got it.
Okay. Can sell the basket. We can sell the wines. And sell the poison. Keep the potions of instant healing, but not regular healing. Okay. Night vision we're going to keep. Sobriety we'll get rid of, and strength we'll get rid of. That roasted meat is going to poison us if we try to eat any more of it. The rot we actually want to keep. Let's see here. Knives. Wow, she can eat all of the knives, huh? We can sell that one too. Alright, we do have extra stone sickles on us. I really don't want to sell those though. There's that wicker crate. And we do still have some vials. So we did manage to clean her out.
Goodbye.
Which is a big plus. That puts us... We need 513 for taxes, and we have 2,000. So we are in fantastic shape at the moment. Sell this guy the rest of our vials.
Best products here.
Alright, so we're at 2,500.
You say?
That's at least going to cover our taxes. I'm hoping that it's not the 5,000 coin mission again. Alright, I really want to know where this guy is. It's almost... He's behaving like he's not in town. Oh no, he's in Hornica. I hate going to Hornica. I really, really hate going to Hornica. I don't want to go to Hornica. Maybe if I pout. Alright, let's see if we can be lazy. Is there water in Hornica? There's really not. Alright, so this is going to cost us quite a bit of money, but I really, really, really don't want to go to Hornica. So we're going to cheat. Oh, it's only 300. That's not that bad. We can probably nab some animals while we're here, because there's quite a few. Well, and the sticks that we're lacking would be good for grabbing while we're here. Mostly I don't like this place for... It's absolutely pretty, and it's fun to check out. But when you're in a hurry trying to get to places, or you have to run down here real quick for something, there's no real quick. Because of all the mountains and the hills and the roads and various hostile animals in between, it's not super friendly to making straight lines. Which is the main reason I don't like coming down here. It is really pretty, I do have to admit that, but I don't like navigating it. That male is not a farmer either. You guys are killing me. She's a diplomat and a farmer, so that would be nice to have an extra farmer. He's a producer. Really want gatherers right now. Producers can come later. Where is our trumpeter? Hey, hey. It's hereby order... Oh, hey, this guy's not the bad! Last season we had King somebody the bad. And this time it's King Egon the Ambitious. How old is he? He's 26. Wow. What's his opinion of me? He doesn't know me or my people. Fair enough. What does the king want? Desires more money from his subjects. He requests all villages to pay tribute to him. This is going to be on the king's good side. Alright. It's not not 5,000 again, is it really? No. It's not. It's only 150 this time. Jackpot. There we go. We just got 360 Dynasty reputation. Alright, that was super easy. And we don't have to risk the King's Ire by not completing it. So... Right? They felt bad for making me have to pay for a ride down here to Hornica. That's what it was. At least that's what we're going to say. Alright, well, we've got 30 stones. We could make some more knives to sell to these guys. Let's do that. Let's, Well, remember in our Season 1, it was still during the first year when he showed up for the first time, and he wanted 5,000 coins from us. We managed to scrape them together, but it hurt. It hurt bad.
I've got it.
So at least it's better than that. Why did... Oh, I was looking at arrows, not stones. Okay. I thought we had like 30 stones, and we did not. So now we need to go to Jezreka and see what they've got for people. We should probably also check the other towns that we already hit up last season, because they might have different ones now. Did any of you have fun names? Delabora? That's not a bad name. She is a diplomat. How old are you?
Hello there.
You're 22. We're gonna romance you. What's your favorite food? Asking questions about ladies is always a great way to get their attention. What's your biggest dream? When I was a kid I wanted to be an adventurer, but now I don't know. I just wish to be happy. I'm always eager to learn new things. Do you have any advice for me? Asking advice is always a good thing too. Only if you ever find yourself standing in the way of my success, do yourself a favor and move, or I'll move you myself. She doesn't seem like a very nice person, though. You know what? Her name's pretty, but she's not very nice. Maybe we don't want her as a wife. Okay, so we're going to head over to Jezreka, so we want to take the western exit out of town. I think the western road's pretty safe, it just zigzags a lot. Although I was just saying we haven't seen many bandits, so I'm going to drop a quick save just in case. Because it was winter when we made the last round, so we should have some new options for available people. The other nice thing about this road is it's going to take us straight past, we could have got some leather here. Oh well. It's going to take us straight past a lake so we can get that drink that we need. There's actually quite a lot of opportunities for water on the map. Last season we spent most of it running around with a bucket with us full of water just in case, but we very, very rarely found ourselves in a situation where we had to drink out of the bucket. There's almost always water close enough that you can get to it fairly quick. Oh, there's Winston through here. And some birds. And some rabbits. As long as we don't see wolves crop up, we're in good shape. Oh, that actually sounded like a snake. I'm super glad that they're not a thing in this game. I imagine they would be fairly difficult, like most games where they exist, to actually hit with anything. Because they are long and thin and move very quickly, which makes them very difficult to hit. Which is kind of a misnomer as far as real life goes, because, I mean, there have only been a couple of times where I've actually had to kill a snake. Most of the time they're not venomous, so you can just catch them and put them someplace else if they're in an inconvenient spot. But they're... Oh, boy! I could have sworn this road was safe, but it appears that I was incorrect. That was a bear in the middle of the frickin' road. He is still hot on our tail, too. I can hear him back there. He did get a swipe in on Donkey, but it didn't hit him very hard. So that's good. We're just gonna keep running, because, yeah. I have never seen a bear on the road like that before. That was a wee bit terrifying. We took a different road than I normally take, because I normally take this way, and we wound up on this trail. That's probably why we encountered the bear that I was not expecting. Okay, well that was terrifying. I don't understand why the trumpet is still showing even though we finished his quest. I guess it's going to show the rest of the season while he's here. I don't know. We'll just have to remember that we already did it. I think it's a little messed up that the king wanted to ask for money from his people while he also is getting taxes from his people. Like, if you need more money from your outposts or whatever you want to call them, your territories, raise taxes. Don't ask for money on top of it. But maybe that's just me. Okay, we are already at the end of our first day of spring and have not done a terrible lot. I am hoping... Male farmer. Jackpot. Oh, that's technology. So let's go ahead and put him in with the gal. And then we will put him in the field. Yep, and then we're going to go to Canamere, and we're going to try to get him a job that requires his harvesting as opposed to production. So the woodshed does only have one slot right now, but the excavation shed does have an opening. So we'll put him in there with her for now. That's a temporary slot until we get the upgrade for the wood cutting place. So we have one empty house at the moment. Well, one partially empty house at the moment, not counting our own. And it is with an extractor, so we would like to find a female extractor as well. Neither of which these fit the bill. What are you good at? You're not really good at anything. You are straight twos. So you're decent at everything, but not great at anything. Alright, well, that is what it is. Let's, do we have any food? No, that's right, our food was mostly rotted, so we sold it. So let's head up to Lesnica and see if we have enough money to buy another flatbow, since ours is well below half at this point. But it will also give us an opportunity to check out other available peoples. I am still looking for somebody to woo for our wife. I want a name that I like and a personality that I like, because we're going to have to deal with them for a very long time. So that other lady's name wasn't terrible, and her skills matched up with what I was looking for, but her attitude was just garbage. Just hot garbage. I feel like, and maybe it's because I'm getting older, but I feel like physical attractiveness is not nearly as important to me as it was in like my early 20s. I think there is nothing sexier than an intelligent woman and a decent personality, because your looks are going to fade long before your personality or your intelligence do. So I feel like those are lasting traits that you really want to look for. That's not to say that intelligent or good personalitied women can't be gorgeous as well, because that is definitely a thing that can and does happen. But I'm just saying that looks should not be your end-all be-all, because they are not going to last. Alright, now I believe there's either some wolves or some piggies through here. So we're going to have to be a little bit careful. Or at least peek a couple of times here. That's a rabbit. We might have just missed them completely by following the river. It's entirely possible. But I did want to buy a backup bow, and this is one of the best places to do it. We could have done it while we were in Hornica, but I wasn't thinking about it until we'd already left. But we know that there's a hunter here. It's Gisela. We actually know her name. Which we can't buy anything from her right now, now that I think about it. Hey, look at that, a female extractor.
Hello.
Canuta? That's kind of a pretty name. Crap. Nah, we'll put her in a house for now. Okay. So now we have an extractor with no extractor job. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put her on the well temporarily. Just because lack of other places to put her. But it was important to get her because of her her stat layout. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 gatherers and 2 farmers. So we're in good shape. So that's 3 houses taken care of. I kind of want to hold off a little bit on getting any more people other than perhaps our wife. And you know what? This gal's farming. Mirogni. Nope, I cannot marry somebody whose name I can't say. That was never a rule for my life prior, but that has become a rule for this game. If I can't say her name, she is not going to be our wife. I would still really like a huntress, but I will take any useful job set. Because remember, our wife is only going to have 1 child, so she's not going to be out as long as other NPCs will for child caring. Because they're out for 2 years after their pregnancy. Now we could swing by Denica and see what that quest is, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to head home and take care of the fields a little bit. Because it is creeping up on that time. We've only got about 15-20 minutes left. So we're going to go and see what we can do with the fields. We did meet all of our goals, though. We got the house up. We got the pigs purchased. We got the temporary pigsty up. We got somebody to man it. Woman it, rather. And we got a man for the fields. And we got some extra harvesters, which was just bonus. We got our taxes paid. And we got the king off our backs with the extra money. We got super lucky on the extra money with the king. That was fantastic. We even paid for a free ride down, or for a quick ride down to Hornica, so that was kind of fun. But we did meet most of our goals for the episode. The only thing that we didn't do, because we even bought the oats that I wanted to, the only thing that we haven't done is finished getting the field ready to rock. So, and we do have the guy working on the one, but I kind of want to help him out, because there's no way he's going to be able to handle both on his own. So we'll see how far along we can get that. And it is still it's still early in spring. We have until the end of spring to get the flax planted. So remember, the flax is our money maker. So, and doubly so because we already have the tailor up. So we're not only going to get money off the seeds, which is where a bulk of the money comes from, but we're also going to get money from actually making stuff out of the flax. Bloop. Alright, let's grab that raw meat out of here. Oh, geez. I didn't realize how much raw meat I had put in there. So that's a thing. Oh, right, because we don't want to cook it all. Let's not cook all of this. Let's only cook a little bit, like maybe 40-ish. Because we want to be able to use the raw meat to make pottage once we get the cabbage grown. And since we have a farmer, we should be able to get the cabbage grown this year, at least on one field. We're not going to do 2 fields worth of cabbage because cabbage seeds are not worth very much. And also, we just don't need that much. That is going to be way, way more than what we need. And, okay, there's still quite a bit of roasted meat in here. So, we're going to eat our fill out of what we have and probably just hold on to the rest for now. And let them survive off of what's already in there. There we are. Okay, so we are definitely going to need... Well, let's put some of this stuff in there for now because we're not going to be using it right away. Iron ore can go away. Rot? How much rot do we have now? Do we have enough to actually make anything out of? We do. Only 1, but we do. Do we have any... We have fertilizer, but do we have any poop yet? It doesn't look that way. Kind of surprised by that, but okay. So we've got our stone sickles. We don't need those at the moment. We can put them away. We'll put that into turn into rot. So we need a couple of bags. We're going to have bag problems, it looks like, but that is what it is. So let's go ahead and do the oats for now. We might have to do a little bit of hunting to... He's already planted some of the oats. Well, if he's already planting, then let's go ahead and take some flax seeds too. So we're going to equip the bags into 8. And we're going to start with finishing what he's doing with the oats. So where did he start seeding? Why did he do 2 lines that way? What? Oh, this is the cutoff. Okay. This must be 5 long. So he's doing 5, 5, 5 instead of just doing the 5 rows of 10 like I would have. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue this line out and then go left. That way we don't get confused where the cutoff is. Although realistically we're going to run out of seeds before that's a problem, so... You know, with as few people as we have in the village right now, we might even be able to get away with just half a field, like the other half of this field, for cabbage. Because this is going to grow through flax season, and then it's also going to grow through summer. So I think, and then we'll harvest it in fall and then plant rye. So I think that is an option. We could just plant this half of the field, or the other half of the field with cabbage, and call it good, because we only have 6 people. But if we overplant, we would have extra rot. But I don't know that we need it because we have the pigs. I don't know. I'm really torn on that. We'll play it by ear. We'll see what happens. Because cabbage itself and cabbage seeds are kind of worthless. The only real value that they have is in making pottage for our villagers, in which case they are absolutely invaluable. But as far as coinage goes, they're really worth nothing. They're not worth the effort. That's why we generally leave the fields empty in summer if we don't need the cabbage. Okay, perfect. So now the other half of the field is going to be flax. I didn't realize when I set up the field for the top half that it was going to be the half closest, or I would have done it in the reverse order, but we know from experience now that we can't change it, or he's just going to hoe up all the seeds and we're going to be completely ass out for it, so we're not going to change this. We're just going to leave it be. Animal feed. That's why we're growing the oats, is for animal feed for the piggies. Yeah, we're going to have to hunt some to get enough bags to cover the other field with flax as well. And eventually we're going to get the third field set up. I would like to have both of these fields manned before we try to get the third field set up, because that's going to be quite a lot to cover ourselves. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but It would be more money, but I don't know that we're going to be able to get it completely handled by the end of spring, and spring is the biggest money-making season because of flax. Alright, so that's half and half. That field's ready to rock. So at this point, he's going to start hoeing this field. And you know what? I'll probably seed what we've got. We could hoe it for him, but I would much rather let him do that. Since he's already got it fertilized, he should be able to finish it, being a tier 3 farmer, before the season's up. Our big thing is going to be to get enough leather to get him enough bags to get it finished. So while he's hoeing, we will go hunting and see if we can't get enough leather to get him set up that way. We'll take and put the bag that's remaining in there so that at least if he does get the hoeing done before we're done, he can get some of the seeding done. But that'll get him set up there. So we're going to start out our next episode with some hunting to get enough bags for him to finish this. And then we're going to work on possibly getting another field, but mostly I think we're going to work on buildings. We need to upgrade our storage still. Our material storage can be upgraded. And what else were we close to here? So yeah, we just got our second resource storage. And the house is after that, which is fantastic. So we are going to need to do some building. We'll be able to upgrade the hunting lodge, which will get us the recurve bow. Yeah, the hunting lodge is super, super close. So our hunting will hopefully tip us over into the hunting lodge too, which will make it so we don't have to buy the recurve bow anymore. I also want to get us set up with a second storage out by the mine and a second forge out there so that we can interact with the mine. We're going to the northern mine. So I think that'll be our goal for the next time around, is we're going to try to get the storage upgraded, get some hunting done for Dude, get the hunting lodge upgraded, and possibly buy the recurve bow. That's going to happen in summer after we get the money from spring, though. And get our stuff set up out at the mine so that we can move into the bronze equipment. And that's going to be a huge turning point for us. We're skipping completely over the copper. I kind of wish I hadn't even bought the recipes now, but it is what it is. Well, we can still use the copper to make copper knives for money, because you'll always get more copper than tin out of the mine. So that makes sense. But that puts us in a really good spot for the rest of our... Donkey says hi. But that puts us in a really good spot for the rest of our plan for this season and the next season. So it is about that time, guys. So if you learned anything useful tonight, or if you had a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, thanks for watching, and thank you very, very much for the 100 subscriptions. I am super excited about that. That's a huge milestone for me. I know it's not a big deal overall, but it's big to me. I never expected that we would get that many, and I am super, super thankful to you guys. So, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good rest of your night, and we will catch you next time.